Dodge attacks now only cost 2 units of dodge meter, down from 3. Dodge attacks and dodge jumps now play a special visual effect to help with clarity for all players, so you know if you're executing it right. And you receiving a hit after dodge canceling, where the initial dodge avoided an attack will now remove the dodge text pop-up. Dodge jump cancel window while dodge meter is empty. Fatigue is delayed 18 frames. Now matches fatigue dodge cancel attack window. So yeah, jumping, trying to dodge jump while you are fatigued, you can actually get punished for that. It was kind of hard to still punish people that would get into burnout, so now they made it a little bit easier, but also made the meter drain much less. So it's a good balance, I think. It makes it more beneficial to the character baiting opponents to burn out their dodges, right? And capitalize on that moment. Now we got dodge landing. Fix an issue where fighters could sometimes dodge into the ground without dodge landing. Dodge land cancel window advanced 7 frames. Fatigue cancel window delayed 5 frames. Fighters now retain more momentum on a dodge land. Fighters now have more movement control on the ground during a dodge land. And forward dodge lands can now carry fighter momentum off the ledge of the main platform. So you can use this to... Oh my god, that's a huge deal. That means Powerpuff Girls is... close enough. So first things first, guys, Beetlejuice. He's joining the multiverse, and he's available for Gleamium and character tickets starting today. It'll be available for purchase with fighter currency in 3 days on August 23rd. It's a little annoying for people that have been like saving up fighter currency and waiting to get him, but the fact that now it at least is a way to get him instead of like having to get a battle pass or having to do a rift, which was god awful. I hated that so much. I did not enjoy that. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you guys want to stay updated on everything and help raise that 38% even higher. We got a lot of notes to get into, so let's jump right into this video. All fighters will also be available for play in local play. That's a huge deal. We talked about this yesterday. Basically, tournaments that are offline are going to be a thing for MultiVersus, or able to be a thing. I think this is the best change ever, because for a long time, Smash was never really an online game or online focused game because of how bad the netcode is. Still is. Keeps the game alive and keep people playing is the local tournaments, the offline stuff. So having that as a readily available thing for MultiVersus, I think is going to be a huge deal to extend the game's life, longevity, and exposure in a lot of ways. So good stuff on that. And plus, I can't wait to see what tournament play looks like offline, like with no lag, and just like what kind of crazy combos people will be able to pull off. So looking forward to like those popping up soon, and maybe if I got any local ones in my area, I would attend some. Netcode updates performance improved during periods of low client frame rate. Server better handles periods of packet loss. Fixed handling of input delay occurred from high ping. Huge deal. Everybody deals with this. Clients have better handling for staying in line with the server, and server input overrides will return to player for neutral quicker. Should address issues where lag spikes are causing players to run off the map. So these things. In general, all great changes. Hopefully, this is solid going forward, and nobody's having any issues going ahead of this, but you never know. There's always bugs and issues that are straight up going to happen. Having the friends list sorted alphabetically, you guys have no idea. As a streamer, as somebody that has over 200 like friend requests nonstop on MultiVersus, it is very difficult to find you guys. So now it'll be slightly easier. I know we could always search and type in the name, but it's just easier this way, because sometimes the chat is moving too fast and you can't see the names. Ghost with a Toast, Beetlejuice related. Crisis in Townsville Rift has been added and will unlock later in the season. Oh my god, that's a huge deal. That means Powerpuff Girls is close enough. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, right? I was watching on Twitter and I noticed Ajax, the Cats, and Daniel Kraft were making jokes about their outfits and saying they wore really nice colors yesterday. If you look at the colors they're wearing blue, red, and green. So Powerpuff Girls reference right there. And then we got Crisis in Townsville coming up. So Powerpuff Girls is close. The best thing that we've been waiting for, new stages. We need more new stages, but hey, I'll take one any day. The music on this sounds awesome, and I love the little gimmicks that it has with the walls that come up in the different modes and how you can unlock them and bring up a new platform, a single platform that's 2 jumps up higher. I can't wait to finally play on it, and I love the Teen Titans. I hope we get to see the characters make it into the game sometime soon, man. Yo, all maps upper blast zone grace area has been extended 50%. Prevent players from accidentally jumping into a ring out when trying to escape a combo. Dude, that happened to me a lot. A lot of you guys in my chat that have been playing against me, I lost a lot of matches like that. Trying to get out of a combo, jumping up, and then killing myself because I jumped into the blast zone. So seemingly that seems to be a non-issue now. That's actually a really good change. Throne room 1v1 walls are no longer there at the start of the match and no longer has wall and floor transition. Now available in ranked 1v1 map pool. Really no longer has a wall and floor transition. So instead they swapped that to the Teen Titans stage. It's probably better done in that element. And Game of Thrones doesn't have that anymore. Tree Fort 2 removed the bounce pad trees. Interesting. That's actually a significant change for that stage. I guess a lot of people complain. Water tower, center fall to platform, and door hazard raised on all variants to address bad interactions with certain projectiles. Yes, because the door would eat projectiles if you try to shoot it at somebody that was standing underneath slightly, but in the middle platform. It's kind of frustrating. Main variant and 1v1 variant added back to the respective ranked map pools. And rank changes. We talked about this yesterday as well, so feel free to check out that video if you want it to go in more in depth. But Grandmaster rank has come back as well. And players with characters RP in the top 100 highest RP across all characters will qualify for the Grandmaster tier. So there's a lot of people that are doing multiple characters all at the same time for ranked. They're benefiting the most out of this. So GG, shout outs to you guys for having that foresight in doing that. You'll get a special banner if you end it in Grandmaster tier. That's cool. The leaderboard, new leaderboard shows the players who have reached Master tier with the most characters. That's awesome. Wow. And you can actually choose to concede a ranked match in between games in the best of 3. Do you lose RP for that? I wonder if you could just one and done, then concede. Players can now immediately be promoted out of bronze and silver if they win a game with a high MMR. There's now less difference in RP rewards between gold V and platinum V. Potential RP loss per game is now capped at all tiers. Good fucking change, man. Silver and gold players can no longer lose more than 1 game worth of RP per a loss. Cool, cool, cool. And I love the Grandmaster banner, and I love the badge, man. Combat changes got a whole lot of changes, guys. So let's jump right into it, man. Dodge cancels, which is an awesome addition, as well as dodge landing and such. Dodge attacks now only cost 2 units of dodge meter, down from 3. Dodge attacks and dodge jumps now play a special visual effect to help with clarity for all players, so you know if you're executing it right. And you receiving a hit after dodge canceling, where the initial dodge avoided an attack will now remove the dodge text pop-up. Dodge jump cancel window while dodge meter is empty. Fatigue is delayed 18 frames. Now matches fatigue dodge cancel attack window. So yeah, jumping, trying to dodge jump while you are fatigued, you can actually get punished for that. It was kind of hard to still punish people that would get into burnout. So now they made it a little bit easier, but also made the meter drain much less. So it's a good balance, I think. It makes it more beneficial to the character baiting opponents to burn out their dodges, right? And capitalize on that moment. Now we got dodge landing. Fix an issue where fighters could sometimes dodge into the ground without dodge landing. Dodge land cancel window advanced 7 frames. Fatigue cancel window delayed 5 frames. Fighters now retain more momentum on a dodge land. Fighters now have more movement control on the ground during a dodge land. And forward dodge lands can now carry fighter momentum off the ledge of the main platform. So you can use this to hop on and off platforms really quickly and sink yourself into a combo. I like that. Empty dodge meter, base dodge fatigue time increased to 10 seconds from 8 seconds. So longer burnout phases too. And then we got wall, cling, and fatigue. So the longer you spend on the wall continuously, you will slide down faster. And they sped up the wall fatigue essentially. So now it comes up much quicker. And priority hitboxes is a big deal. So now jabs aren't going to beat smash attacks anymore. Talked about this yesterday as well, but there's a big problem where a lot of characters like Joker, for example, who has a very, very good jab 1, his jab 1 would beat a move that should have killed him and trade in the most absurd ways. So now that's not going to happen anymore. Jabs are on a low priority technically, and the higher damage, higher scaled attacks will be on the higher priority and take precedence over that. So I like that. I like that a lot. All ground side attack combo hits besides the finisher attack are now considered low priority attacks. So jab 3 essentially is going to probably be a little bit higher on that tier. And terrain bounce is no longer affected by attack decay, and knockback has been reduced, and you also get a new automatic ground teching. So instead of bouncing twice, the second bounce you will get an auto tech, but you can control which direction you tech, and you can go up, left, right, or stay in the same spot. It's cool, I think, because now you can actually get reads off of your opponent if you get a ground bounce combo, and then continue a string more reliably for a lot of characters. And also it's another way for opponents to get out of it, to not get 0 to death. So I think it's really cool. Idle pose will get invincibility frames. That's interesting. So add more power into ground bounce combos without fear of accidentally introducing infinite loops in the future. they kind of like help themselves out in the long run that way. Now we are on to the buffs. Agent Smith, he had buffs and nerfs and changes. He actually got a bug fix, several ones, all for the clone. The clone was just a seemingly a bot. Got Arya. Head hurt box size increase will fix certain projectiles, whiffing versus Arya on the ground. Dodged land, fix Arya's neutral dodge, playing the wrong animation. And ground neutral attack, hitbox active duration reduced 2 frames. Forward movement speed increased slightly. Charge knockback multiplier. And repeat move lockout of 20 to 8 for your air down attack, and the air ground up repeat move lockout increased to 20 frames from 15 frames. So she's got a significant change across all her moves. Slight, well, nerfs in general actually increased to 20 frames for her air down attack from 8, and neutral attack. The only buff she got was her forward movement speed increased slightly, but the distance has been unchanged on the ground neutral attack. Banana Guard's got some changes. Got 2 buffs. Felt like Banana Guard could use a more combo starter approach, so we're making adjustments on air neutral attack to serve that purpose. So on hit cancel window is advanced 4 frames on his air neutral attack, and his ground down special on hit cancel window was advanced 18 frames after the second hit. This stupid ass character, bro. How dare they unleash this banana on us. Batman, we are trying to make air down special less centralized and more challengeable. We're beginning to evaluate how to make Batman feel more dynamic in an upcoming patch. Yeah, so the down special, the air down special attack, the dive kick for Batman, it's kind of tough to like hit him out of it. The hitbox is weird. So I guess they're going to make it so that he has less priority and you can actually hit him out of it in certain angles if you time it right. And he got some changes to his air ground neutral attack, which is the Batarang. It'll only attempt to home in towards Batman for a maximum of 3 seconds. Will be destroyed if Batman is still the owner of the Batarang when he's rung out, and will be destroyed if Batman is still the owner of the Batarang when he attempts to spawn a new one. So it won't infinitely spin and go towards Batman over and over again. Because you ever seen that where an enemy jumps in front of you, they dodge it, and then it comes back, and then you dodge it, and then it comes back, and then, you know, they stop that. So a maximum of 3 seconds. They made it a little bit more balanced in that sense to kind of make it so that you only have to dodge it once, essentially, as the opponent. Air down special, startup window increased 6 frames, leg hurt box size increased, and hitbox size reduced. So in general, exactly what I thought they would do, just to make it more challengeable. Black Adam, his weight has been reduced to 75 from 85. He lost 10, so he's gonna die sooner. Bugs Bunny's air side attack hitbox size reduced, so it's less likely for bugs to hit enemies behind him. Air side special rockets considered an untechable surface. Can you stand on that? Knockback is also made more horizontal. Air and ground up special rockets consider untechable surface, and fix an issue where the tunneling visual effects will not be displayed while Bugs was on the ground. Finn, this man has abused me and a lot of people with that goddamn 3-hit 0 to death, which is not a true combo. You could DI out of it, but still, bro, that shit comes at you quick. You're stuck in it. You're shitting bricks, man. You're dying. Finn is living up to his ideal as a speedy, combo-heavy assassin a little too well right now with his ability to carry opponents across the stage, resulting in very low damage ring-outs. Yeah, I died at 20% from 0. We want to promote a little bit more offense from Finn by reducing his ability to charge his attacks for extended periods of time, while also making his combo game a little easier to deal with. So his ground neutral attack, max charge time reduced to 1.5 seconds from 4 seconds. Interesting that they're making this change now, because they did this to Taz before and he still had it. So now it's been changed. On whip cancel window delayed 4 frames, can't just spam it. Ground side attack, max charge time reduced to 1.5 from 4.0. On whip cancel window delayed 6 frames. Ground up attack, max charge time reduced to 1.5 from 4.0. On whip cancel delayed 6 frames. Ground down attack, maximum charge time reduced to 1.5 seconds from 4. And no longer launches Finn forward on hit. Cooldown was removed. Air and ground neutral special, maximum charge time reduced to 1.25 seconds from 4.0. Air and ground down special, boots of speed buff. Some changes right there, man. In general, there's some changes right there. So Finn might be a little bit more manageable. His cancel windows have been delayed on whiff. So if you're not getting hit by him, you should be okay. But it seemed, I mean, it sounds like to me, he might still be able to do that stuff. So Garnet got some buffs. There we go, Neon. Neon was talking about this earlier. Ground side attack 2 now applies armor on startup. And her ground neutral attack hitbox size increased to better match visuals. Hitbox active duration increased 4 frames to better match visuals as well. Air neutral attack startup window before charge reduced 3 frames. And air up attack got a nerf. First hitbox size reduced to better match visuals. Gizmo. Head hurt box size increase will fix certain projectiles whiffing versus Gizmo on the ground. Gizmo hasn't really been a a topic at all the last couple weeks, in all honesty. I don't know if they nerfed him into the ground or if he's just not being played as much. Air and ground neutral attack added maximum charge time of 1.9 seconds. That's an interesting number. And air and ground neutral special fixed an issue where holding the neutral special bind would not continue the attack. So he had some bugs for sure. And air and ground up special on hit cancel window for delayed 3 frames. Knockback angle made more horizontal, and knockback increased to 1715 from 1500. Nerfs. What's up with that? Who's using Gizmo that's doing all of that crazy work right there? Unless this is like old stuff that they never got around to and people just stopped playing the character. Harley's dash attack made hits more consistent and the multiple hits drop less. Her Kirby ass dash attack and ground down attack fixed an issue where Harley could cancel the second kick on hit by taunting. She could do that? Yo, that's busted. Got a nerf. Hitbox size reduced. Ground version unchanged. Hitbox now better matches visuals. Iron Gigante. Air side attack. No fuel knockback reduced to 2050 from 2595. Fixed an issue where the no fuel version had higher knockback than the fueled version of the attack. Yo, that's hilarious. What? So that shit wasn't functioning at all. Rage mode. Ground down attack. Repeat move lockout increased to 24 frames from 17. Not too big of a change, but still significant enough. You can't just... almost 30 frames. You gotta wait now. Jake's been underperforming for a while due to the over-centralizing strength of his bite neutral special. We're looking to evaluate some quality of life buffs for the future patch and make his strategy less bite dependent. So fix an issue with Jake's neutral dodges were not playing their ending animations, and air down attack, a floor bounce occurred from the first hits of this attack will not count towards the automatic tech bounce threshold. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Air and ground neutral special, armor duration from eating an ally reduced to 1.5 seconds. I didn't even realize he got armor. You know, I didn't really play against Jake's in 2v2, so I didn't know that that was actually a thing. So reduced to 1.5 seconds from 4.0. Eating an ally now interrupts their current action. Dang, wonder what happened if an ally was doing an interaction and then you ate them. It just like completely nullified that move. We only got a couple more actually. It's not as long. The big stuff was mostly the general changes. So we got a Jason, couple changes. First hit prevents terrain bounce on knockback. Final hit unchanged on his ground up attack. Ground down attack fixed an issue where this attack could ring out Jason if the ground was broken during the attack. And air neutral special now has armor during attack startup. So Jason did technically get a buff. The techable ground bounce, the second one, Jason can now benefit off of that with his up special re-grabs. Basically bait out whatever opponents are trying to do. I kind of like that for Jason. I feel like with his slower speed, he can actually play more methodical in that sense and have more mind games with his setups, which is generally what the character is. Resurrectionist fixed an issue where Jason would get rung out even while Resurrectionist was active, causing a double ring out. Damn, and losing 2 stocks? I would be mad as hell if I was playing ranked and I lost like that. Congrats to LeBron James on winning gold. In celebration, we're giving LeBron some buffs. There we go. Only because he won. Our new auto tech system allows us to prevent an infinite loop that was occurring due to being able to repeatedly ground bounce opponents. So reverting the change to air down special from the last hotfix patch. Yo, shout out to Sputnik. Now ground side attack 1, now more consistently combos into ground side attack 2. Thank you. Air and ground side special land cancel window advance 4 frames, and air down special startup window reduce 5 frames. This is a revert from patch 1.21. Great changes. I don't know why they nerfed LeBron before, but hey, I'm glad things are looking much better for him. Marvin's role is now a mage instead of assassin. Head hurt box size increased. Great. And will fix certain projectiles whiffing versus Marvin on the ground. When I was playing a match one time as Wonder Woman against Marvin, I feel like the whip, because the whip counts as a projectile, hit him a couple times, but it technically missed because I guess the head hurt box was smaller than they anticipated, but so they increased it. So thank you for that. I still lost that match though. Morty's role is now a mage instead of a bruiser. Was he a mage before? Or was he a bruiser before? I think he might have always been a bruiser. Air up attack on hit cancel window delayed 4 frames. On whiff cancel window delayed 8 frames. And air down attack hitbox size increased the better match visual. So spikes will be easier. Air up attacks less spammable, guys. Reindog, air and ground down special. Fix an issue where Reindog Fireball had no hurt box. This will fix issues with reflection and projectile clank interactions. Rick has become very frustrating for opponents due to his large size of his jab and how often players use the move in neutral. I've been hit quite a few times by it, but hey, I ain't mad at it. We want to reduce the strength of his jab while also giving him better combo tools across his kit to increase diversity in his moveset. So they nerfed the jab, but they increased everything else. It seems like, holy crap, he's got Iron Giant levels of changes. I didn't even think Iron Giants had this long of a list. Wow. Fix an issue where Rick could not use instant air dodge cancel to aerial specials near the ground. That's a lot of people are going to like that. Startup window reduced before charge, increased 4 frames for ground side attack 1, hitbox size reduced, and all with cancel window delayed 10 frames. And side attack 2 on hit cancel window into side attack 3 advanced 1 frame. So it's not as fast on the jab 1. Jab 2 is a little bit more consistent, and jab 3 has a cancel window delayed 1 frame. Everything else seemingly buffed right here. Rocket base speed increased to 3000, so it's faster. Spawn time 2 frames, so it's faster. All around, it's more faster. It does more knockback and more base damage knockback increase too. So good changes for Rick. And the changes keep on going, man. Ground up attack first hit, now more consistently combos into the second hit. Cool. And that's the whip. Ground down attack, bomb spawn, advance 1 frame. Screw the jabs, yo. This is insane. He's got a buff on everything except for air side attack. Air and ground neutral attack fixed an issue where charged and uncharged lasers were not properly handling projectile interactions. So air side attack on hit, general cancel window delayed 6 frames. And its window into a side special has been unchanged. Now ignores player collision during movement. And everything else got a seemingly, for the most part, buffs. Air up attack got a multiplier change. Air down attack got a frame increase. Hitbox size increase too. So now he's going to be able to spike people easier. It did always feel like it was a weird hitbox. Ground neutral special. Meeseek's command window advanced 3 frames. Up Meeseek's hitbox size increased. And air neutral special hitbox size reduced. Hit stun increased. Now ignores player collisions during movement. Air and ground side special fixed an issue where fighters could dodge out of portal travel. Air up special reduced backwards horizontal momentum during launch. Fixed an issue where using up special near a wall would not launch Rick upwards. And air and ground down special polymorph debuff now shows a timer icon for the remaining duration where it didn't before. Damn, good changes for Rick in general, man. Screw the jab getting nerfed. Everything else getting buffed is solid. I think the character's in a much better state. I did play as him once early on when the game re-released, and I did feel like his air down attack, his spike, wasn't easy to hit as it should have been. I feel like there's a lot of moves that I was missing, or a lot of characters I was missing with it. So seemingly they fixed that. God damn, they weren't kidding, yo. What have they done to Jack, man? Everybody was complaining about Jack, and look what happened. Jack was released and incredibly popular. Players immediately found success with his strong side special and quick focus meter gain. We're hoping to tone down his side special as a do everything attack and also reduce the number of times players can use super strong focus meter attacks in a single game. Damn, this should bring him more in line with the rest of the cast. No, Jack. Damn. They I mean, at least do that and not tone down his lag, bro. I mean, not increase the lag. Everybody in the comments was saying they increased his lag. I'm scared now. In general, fix an issue where Jack was rotated perpendicular to terrain when terrain bouncing. Fix an issue where Jack's dance animation would play when affected by Gizmo's perk. Focus meter gain reduced 30% from hitting enemies and receiving hits 25%, so it generates slightly less. Ground side attack 1, hitbox size reduced. Ground side attack 2, hitbox size reduced, so it's less likely for Jack to hit enemies behind him. That was an issue. Attacks hitting behind you should not be in the game, so I'm okay with those changes. But damn, bro, reducing like his ground side attack. Well, this should be okay since now we have dodge landing, so I'm thinking probably is a good trade-off. Air up attack, repeat move lockout increased to 15 from 12 frames to 3 frame delay. Air neutral special, remove armor applied on startup. Rage version unchanged, no longer allows changing the throw direction after a successful grab. No, why? Why would you do that? That's messed up. Changing the throw direction was a really, really good... Man, I like that about him. It's like somebody juggling you off the side, grab him and turn around and toss them. Okay, I see why they removed it, but still, man, come on. Air and ground side special. On whiff, cancel window, delay 3 frames. Hitbox size reduced. So it's less likely for Jack to hit enemies behind him on startup. That's been normalized. It's not as bad. Everybody was making it sound like he got gutted. I don't think he's gutted. And now it's focus, air, and ground side special got a big change. Whiff cancel window, 8 frames for the focus version. Shouldn't it be the opposite, right? The focus version, shouldn't you recover faster from that? I mean, it's the back and forth one, yeah, but man. Hitbox size reduced to better match non-focus side special. Attack will now only transition to multiple slashes if the first attack hits an enemy. Damn. How you gonna do this to me, man? Shadow step perk fixed an issue where Jack would sometimes move behind his enemy and whiff his counter attack. Okay, well, hey. A fix is a fix, right? Shaggy, rage duration reduced to 12 seconds from 25. Much, much less. Rage, air, and ground special. Side special no longer breaks armor. No longer breaks armor. No longer breaks armor. Fix an issue where the shockwave could get stuck between traveling and no longer breaks armor. Dang, okay, so Shaggy's got a little bit more tame in teams, I guess. Not gonna be able to deal with Superman too easy. But his air neutral attack can still decently deal with Superman. Steven Universe. Enemies can now knock back Steven to reduce stacks of bubble debuff. Hitbox size has been reduced on his air side attack. Better matches visuals. Shield is an untechable surface. Shield is untechable surface. Air down special startup window increased 6 frames. Fall acceleration reduced slightly. Hitbox active duration after landing reduced 6 frames. And air on hit cancel window delayed 2 frames. So it seems like everything relating to his shield was adjusted, and also bubble debuff stacks. Pretty much hitting all aspects. And Stripe got 2 buffs. Base cooldown removed from his air and ground down special. And ammo cooldown reduced to 12.5 seconds from 15. Good stuff for Stripe mains. Taz got some changes. He's an assassin now instead of a bruiser. That's probably going to lower his defense and his survivability. And fixing an issue where Taz could permanently become stuck if hit while eating certain projectiles. I've seen this bug since the re-release, so interesting that it's now getting changed. I mean, it's probably a rare bug that doesn't happen too much. Beetlejuice nerf in the next patch, bet. I think it's a guarantee at this point. Velma and Rick got the most changes. So Velma seemingly has been reworked. She can be oppressive as a projectile zoner, but still lacks the tools to complete her combos when she gets into melee range. We're limiting the strength of her projectile tools while increasing the range of her close range attacks to give her a better punish game when she finds the moments to strike. We have also given her a new attack in the form of an on cooldown down special, which she can use to start combos off close range. Velma getting some changes. She has the dodge land. She wasn't able to do it before. Ground side attack 1 is better. On whiff cancel window delayed. Side attack 2 hit stun increased for longer combos or being able to combo into it. Ground up attack hitbox added to Velma's chest should help with hitting smaller characters more consistently. Damn, she had a lot of problems, man. Ground down attack startup window reduced 2 frames. On hit cancel window, on whiff cancel window delayed, or sorry, advanced 8 frames. Air side attack got some changes as well. Knockback reduced, but damage increase. Cool. Air ground neutral special got some nerfs. Oh, remember they said they nerfed her projectiles, right? So in general, it's a couple second cooldowns on everything. But in general, her melee range attacks are much better and buffed. Seemingly everything. Air up special vertical movement. Book spawn location move closer to Velma. Ajax talked about this. The book is moving a lot quicker now. Nice. Velma mains, how you feeling, man? This is, yo, Velma mains, I feel like this is your patch. Same goes for Rick. What are you guys thinking? How do you feel in the comments? Now, Wonder Woman got 2 nerfs. Air and ground neutral special. Armor duration on hitting an ally reduced to 0.5 seconds from 2.25 seconds. I completely forgot that the whip could do that. Armor duration reduced to 2.25 seconds from 3.7. So I feel like her armor did last a little too long, so I'm happy with those changes. I think that it's pretty fair overall. There's a lot of people out there that absolutely despise and hate Wonder Woman, and yo, man, I mean, I like the character, bro. But I like these changes. It's exciting. MultiVersus is seemingly a different game now with dodge landing, wave dashing, coming back and actually being a usable thing. And the dodge meter reworks are great. So speed, mobility, new combo routes are a thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing what people are able to come up with and also get my hands on this update as well. We got a lot of content coming you guys' way. It's going to be very hectic the next couple days. So if you guys like what you see, sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More MultiVersus videos as well as Dragon Ball and other games are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.